channel. We are to find dy dx if y is equal to the square root of x minus 1 divided by the square root of x plus 1. So looking at the form of the given function, we need to use the quotient rule. We can equally use the product rule, but let us use the quotient rule in this video. So we have our y to be equal to u over v. So this implies that our u will be equal to the square root of x minus 1, and our v will be equal to the square root of x plus 1. Alright. Now we now have other two functions. So we have function u in terms of x and function v also in terms of x. So we need to find their derivatives. So we need to find du dx and also find dv dx. So we know our square root to be the same as exponent half. So we are going to apply the shortcut form of the chain rule. So the power, which is the exponent half, will multiply everything. Then we have it as x minus 1 in bracket. Then the power half will be reduced by 1. Then multiplied by the derivative of the expression in the bracket. So x minus 1 give us a derivative of positive 1. So times 1. And this will give us half of x minus 1 in bracket having an exponent of negative half. Alright. Now you should know that, let's come back to you should know that the u here is the same as x minus 1 exponent half. Then here too is the same as x plus 1 in bracket having an exponent of what? Half. Alright. Then let us now work on our dv du. Our dv dx rather. Our dv dx is equal to the power multiplying the expression x plus 1. Then the exponent, which is half, will be reduced by 1. So minus 1 multiplying the derivative of the expression in the bracket. X plus 1 give us a derivative of positive 1. So we have it here. When you expand the bracket, when we multiply through, we are going to get half times 1. So this 1 times the half here will give us half. And multiplying x plus 1 having an exponent of negative half. So this becomes our dv dx. Now we know our quotient rule to be dy dx must be equal to our v multiplying du dx minus our u also multiplying our dv dx. Please, when you are writing this formula, do not interchange the positions of the u and the v. Always you have to bring v du dx first before you bring the u multiplying the dv dx. Alright. All will be divided by our v square. So we need to plug in the values now. So wherever you see v, you plug in the value of v. We know our v to be the square root of x plus 1. So we know it to be square root of x plus 1. And our du dx to be half of x minus 1 having an exponent of what? Half. Then minus our u. Our u is the same as the square root of x minus 1 multiplying the derivative of v, which is half of x plus 1 having an exponent of negative half. Close it nicely. And all divided by our v square. And we know our v to be square root of x plus 1. So you just bring a square based on the formula. So this square cancel the square root y. Alright, let us work on the numerator. So we can rewrite the numerator, the square root of x plus 1 multiplying. Now, here we have x minus 1 having a power of negative half. So we can rewrite it as, so that there will be no negative power. There will no have to be a square root. An exponent have to be a square root. So we are going to get 1 times 1 over the square root of x minus 1. Alright. Then here we are going to get minus. Then here we can bring our half out. So we have half. Now we have the square root of x minus 1. Now we can now rewrite this one as 1 over the square root of x plus 1. Alright. Then everything will be divided by our x plus 1. Okay. Now let us continue to simplify the numerator. So we continue to simplify the numerator. We have square root of x plus 1. So multiplying half, multiplying. So here is also over 1. So the numerators will multiply each other. So we are going to get the numerator to be x plus 1. And the denominator will be 2 times 1 times the square root of x minus 1. So this will give us 2 multiplying the square root of x minus 1. Then we have the next one to be also minus. Now we are going to multiply this one also. So here we are going to get square root of x minus 1 divided by 2 multiplying the square root of x plus 1. Alright. So all will be divided by x plus 1. Okay. So let us now simplify the numerator. Let us now simplify the numerator. So the numerator, let us find the LCM for the numerator. So the LCM will be 2. So we have 2 here. We have another 2 here. So we pick one of them. Then this and this, we bring their product. So square root of x minus 1 multiplying square root of x plus 1. Alright. So you divide the LCM by the denominator, the first denominator, and that will give us, we'll be left with square root of x plus 1. So the square root of x plus 1 multiply the numerator, which is also square root of x plus 1. So they are the same. So you bring only one of them, then exponent what? 2. Then we have minus. And when you divide the LCM by the second denominator, this one, this particular one, you'll be left with the square root of x minus 1. But the numerator is also a square root of x minus 1. So when they multiply each other, we are going to get square root of x minus 1 squared. So this will be square root of x minus 1 squared. Then divided by the denominator, which is x plus 1. So we have x plus 1 here. So I've written it here. I'm referring to this particular expression. Sorry. So let us work on the numerator. So let's continue to simplify the numerator. So we'll be getting, here will be x plus 1, because the square here cancel the square root. Then we have minus, the square here cancel the square root. So bracket open x minus 1, close it nicely. Then we have the denominator to be 2 multiplying the square root of x minus 1 multiplying the square root of x plus 1 nicely. Then we change the division sign to multiplication. So it's going to be times the reciprocal of x plus 1. So it becomes 1 over x plus 1. So 1 divided by x plus 1. Alright. So let us continue to simplify the numerator. So this minus this give us 0. Here we have 1 minus negative 1. So we are going to get positive 2 divided by 2 multiplying the square root of x minus 1 multiplying the square root of x plus 1 times 1 divided by x plus 1. Alright. So the 2 here divides these two. We'll be left with 1. The numerator here is 1. So we can now multiply 1 times 1 will give us 1. So we can now multiply the numerator. So then we multiply the denominators as well. So we are going to get square root of x minus 1 multiplying the square root of x plus 1 multiplying x plus 1. Alright. So we have a square root of x plus 1 which can be expressed as, so we can express this one as x. Okay, so we can even leave the answer in this form. Yes, we can equally leave the answer in this form. But if you want to continue to express it, so that because we have square root of x plus 1 multiplying x plus 1, so we maintain our square root of x minus 1. Then we have square root of x plus 1 to be the same as x plus 1 exponent half multiplying x plus 1. So since they have a common base, you can add their exponent. So we are going to get 1 divided by square root of x minus 1, then times x plus 1 having, so here is a power 1. So add 1 to half, you get 3 out of 2. So we conclude that the derivative of the given function is equal to x, bracket open, x plus 1 having an exponent of 3 out of 2 multiplying the square root of x minus 1. Thank you for watching, and do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. In our subsequent videos, or in my subsequent videos, I'll be looking at implicit function. We'll be looking at how best we can differentiate implicit function. That after that, we will learn how to apply differentiation in our daily lives, or we'll learn about the real world application of differentiation. Thank you for watching. Bye.